Alrighty. Let's see. So this is Adobe Animate, and basically this program will allow you to take drawings and vectorize them. So what we're going to be doing over here with some of these drawings is taking them from a sketch and turning it into final game ready 2D art. So basically, one of the first things that we have to do when we import this art into Adobe Animate is we have to take it from being a static symbol and we have to convert it. So right now we're just going to go Control B, and if you see that right there, it allows me to now edit this picture. So if I grab that little chunk, I can grab that right there. You see that? So what we're going to do is we're just going to crop it out. So we just need the character for right now. Okay, so first things first, let's save this file. Alright, so we're going to save this file, and we're actually going to go up here and name this layer. So we're going to change this layer from layer 1 to artwork, and we're going to lock it. So boom. Now we have the artwork on that layer and it's locked. And if you see, if I go over it with my mouse, I have a locked icon right there on there. So the next thing we're going to do now is add a new layer. Alright, let me double check to make sure I'm streaming. Cool, we're streaming, good to go. Okay, so we added a new layer, and now this is the cool thing that we can do in Adobe Animate. So right now I'm just using my mouse, and I have the Paintbrush, the classic brush tool selected, and I can just do a basic stroke like that. Now the cool thing about Adobe Animate is that you can take this stroke and kind of edit it however you like. So you can do some really creative stuff with this. So let's focus on the head first. I'm going to show you two ways that we can do this. So the first way is the best way. So I'm actually going to use the line tool, and I'm just going to make his head. So we're going to use the line tool. I'm going to use a color that you can see. We're going to go over here, and you can change your colors right here. So basically, right now we just have red and white selected. We can change our outline. Let's change our outline to red so it's easier to see. So basically, let's zoom all the way in, and let's just get his head, and we're going to keep that about that thick. Just going to do a simple So you see, all I'm doing is just dropping lines down and editing these lines. Simple, simple, simple. And usually in this process, you're going to get a little bit more detailed with your drawing, or you're going to take away detail. It really just depends. I'm just doing this pretty simple right now. So I'm actually going to be taking away a little bit of detail from the drawing. Alright, so we got a basic head. Basically, I just want to make his head real quick just so you guys can see the whole process. So we have his eyes right there. Now let's go to the line tool and make this line a little bit thinner. So we're going to go 0.5 on the line. Grab that there. One cool thing that you can do is use the shape tool to get some quick shapes. Now once again, this is not going to be perfect right now. I'm just trying to make something, just vectorize this drawing really quickly. Very quickly. So you see we're just connecting, we're just putting down lines and we're connecting them. So this is not a good drawing to do this with. Yeah, we're not gonna. Alright, it's not the best, I would say it's not the best drawing to try to do a quick example because this is a unique character and I probably should have hand drew him, but it's all good. We're just going to finish it up real quick. If you guys see like how I'm laying down these lines, it makes vectorizing and creating your sketch in 2D extremely easy. And remember, this is just the first way. I have another way that involves actually drawing, and we'll do that with the dragon in a second here. But I want you to see vector art with just lines for right now. So look how I'm going to create this eye real quick. Grab that circle, cut it in half. I'm going to scale it down, rotate it, scale it a little bit more, fatten it out. You see that right there? Like, we have a lot of power when it comes to exactly how we want to lay down our shapes. You know? So like right here, boom, that's pretty close to that eye. We're gonna add the pupil. That's a pretty close eye. Alright, so we're almost ready to turn this artwork into what's called a symbol. So the purpose of a symbol in Adobe Animate is to basically separate things. I'll convert this into a symbol, and then we're gonna jump to another document so you can see what a fully done character looks like. So I do apologize, Zach. This character is probably not going to look exactly like how you wanted it, but this is just a quick example to show you guys how to create vector art in Adobe Animate. So let's see. Alright, cool. Basically where I want to go. So we select the whole thing, we're going to modify, create symbol, and this symbol right here is going to be his head. So it's going to type in head. Now the cool thing here is now we have this separate. So if I had his body down there, I can have that body separate, and you'll see that in a second here. So let's select his face again, and I do want to add his neck so we can get like a little okay. It's a little sharp in places, but I'm not gonna worry about it too much right now. Alright, so let's see. Let's line this back up again. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to do is we're going to change this from red to black. So basically, different art styles are going to give you different types of vector art. Right now we're just going to do a basic line art. So you see already we're starting to add to this artwork and I gotta ask Zach what exactly was that. I want to say it's like a, what is that, a sugar cane or something, the old days. Zach drew him let's see if I missed a nose, or if he drew him without a nose. No, he didn't have a nose, which is cool. Alright, so let's do this. Like right now, all I'm using is the paint bucket tool to fill in the lines that we put down. So as you guys can see, it's really, really simple. Really, really simple. And from here, you guys, you can get really, really detailed. So I'm only going to do a few things before I jump into a full character, but I want you to see. So from here, let's add some shading. So let's just go under here. We're gonna lay down some shading for this character because we're gonna make him look a little bit more realistic. Because right now, the character looks a little flat. So the colors look good, but we need a little bit more shading. I just want you guys to see how I would create a character from a sketch drawing. So this is what I would do. This is what I would do. One good way to make shadows in Adobe Animate is to simply do what I did, which is take your base color and give it a little bit of light or take away a little bit of light. And then you're eventually creating your own little color palette for your character. So let's say this character right here has this color palette of his skin. So let's go, that's the base skin, that's the shadows of the skin, and then that's, let's say if we want to get a little bit lighter, we'll use this for highlights of the skin. We then go back here and delete the lines that we put down. And then we can adjust the shadows. So we're putting down the lines and we're just adjusting. So we don't want the shadow to be that big, so we're just going to bring it back in, push it in like that. Once again, we're just doing some basic stuff here. If I wanted to add some color to his hair, let's say I want to have darker hair, same thing. We're just gonna take our color and darken it up a little bit, and then we already have these little details right here. I actually made that a little too dark. When you're doing shadows, you just want to do a gradual variation of the color. So let's go back here, take this sample, and we're gonna go over here. We're gonna just go up just a little. So just that little nudge is going to give us a good shadow. So grab that, go over here. Okay, now that was too subtle. Right there. So right there is good. And then we'll go back over here and then just delete what we just created. And this is just a simple way. We're just gonna add some variation to the hair for right now. Nothing crazy. But there you go. That's a simple head real quick. So let's jump over here now. Let's jump over here, and I want you guys to see finished characters. So basically, if I had a scene, let's just say we have a basic scene already, and I want to add a character into it. We can do that by just dragging an asset from over here into the work. So you see, we have a fully done character that we're dragging in there. So if I go to this character right here, this is what I was talking about. All the character is, he just has different levels of shading. And each character is broken down by the different symbols. So right now I clicked on his head, so we have his head. I click on his sword, we have his sword. His body's right there. Each and every part is animated in its own way. So if I grab his arm right there and I want to animate it, I can do that. I'll grab his arm over here and I want to animate it, I can do that. Go to his eyes, and the same exact thing. So let's delete the koala. Let's go to the girl. So this is a girl riding her bike. Same exact thing. If I actually go to the girl, and let's say I want to change her color of her bike. Go there, click that. Let's change it to purple. Ooh, did I change it? Oh, is that a line? Okay, it is a line. Alright, so we're going to change it to this purple right there. And then if I go to the actual animation, it should change all the way through. See? And then the same thing applies if I click her. So if I click her, there's her head, and there's her body, arms, hair, face. Kind of creepy, right? Yeah. Alright. So those are characters that are fully done in Adobe Animate. Let's get out of this, and I want you guys to see a fully done scene. Alright, so this is a fully done animation. This is a fully done animation, and I'm gonna back out, and I'm gonna let you guys can see what the fully done animation looks like. So we have a zoomed in bacon, and then he's riding a little pig. You can see the full animation just like that. That's what the animation looks like. So now what happens if, let's say, I want to edit this animation. What happens if I click this, and what's going on in here? What's going on in here is that each and every part of this animation is on its own, has its own little separate thing. The egg right there, if I click the eye on the egg goes away. Same thing with the pig. So let's say I just want to get rid of everything but the pig. Alright, so we got everything out but the pig. X happens. I didn't change everything the way I was supposed to. But the point is that you have everything's nested inside of each other. So let's use another scene real quick to show you guys. So we'll just use the girl on the bicycle so you can kind of see exactly what I'm talking about. So let's export the animation first. Alright, so you see the animation's exported. It's really simple. Just have her riding her bike. Now, what's all going on in this animation? Let's go behind the scenes and see. Every part of the animation is separate. So the girl's separate, the body's separate, everything is separate. That's what you got to think of when you're making an animation. How I'm going to create every single part of it. The background, the foreground, the character, everything. So those are some completed animations so you can kind of see the whole process and everything. I do want to go and show you some examples of other ways that we can get some artwork. So we have this other character right here. I'm going to use the Paintbrush tool to get him done. So let me change my screen. Right, change my screen real quick so that I can use my drawing pen. And basically, what we're gonna do here is just trace this character. So same thing, we're gonna create another layer and duplicate this one. And we're just gonna trace. So now we're just gonna use the color red, makes things a little easier. All right. So, all right. Right now, I have the brush tool. So with the brush tool, it's really easy to create some really nice stuff with this thing. So let's say I just want to trace this guy real quick. Every time I close a line, I can then color to it. So right now, I have white, so you can see. The point of really showing the process is really to see quickly you can sketch and just make it, you know, a real character with color and animation extremely quick. So right now, we're character. So I'm gonna start giving the character some color. Let's just go with a black. One of the cool things I like about Adobe Animate is that it'll actually smooth your lines. So I take this and I go, it'll smooth your lines for you. You see? Alright, I'm not sure what color this guy was supposed to be, so we're just going to make him of every color. I think that'll be cool. So we got this little dude. And basically, what I would do to begin making him is I would break him down to all of his components. So basically, we have a body right here. So we have a body right here. We have the head right here. And we have the legs. I would just break down all of those. So the first thing I would do is I would take his head and his body. Excuse me, just his head for now. Come smoothly, so to actually just grab as possible and bring over there. Delete what's remain. Okay, so I'm gonna now convert this into symbol. So we're gonna go up here, convert into symbol, and turn it into head. And next, we're gonna grab each one of his legs and turn those into the symbols as well. Convert into symbol. Legs. So right here now, everything is separate. So I can animate his legs moving really fast. I can moving as well. And when things are separate, we have a different angle for us to rotate and scale it. So basically, since the head is separate now, I can have his head kind of go back. Since his body is separate now, he squat, stretch. Since his legs are separate. So that's one example. Let's jump over here. And we got this dude. Okay, first thing I'm gonna do is that. Alright, so we're just going to do this really quickly. really quick, really quick.